If you're at the point in your business where you're thinking, nothing is working, I've tried everything, this just isn't for me, I want you to pause for a second, because what you're feeling is so common and it's one of the most misunderstood stages of building your business. Most people quit right here, but you and I know that you do not want to do that, so let's get to the bottom of this. Hey, I'm Alice and I'm a hypnotherapist for entrepreneurs who are rebuilding their life and business. And here's the first thing that no one prepares you for. Nothing is working is a phase, not a verdict. You can spend months creating a business idea in your mind, then you put your heart and soul into your work. So that moment when you finally put it out and there are crickets, that can feel really tough. And you're thinking, I've done all this work, nothing's happening. Maybe this is a failure. It is not. This is the in-between phase. This is the part where your seed is underground and this underground growth is invisible. Many people don't quit because their business is actually a bad idea. They quit because they misinterpret this silence as rejection, which leads to what I call the impatience trap. I've seen this many times in my clients. Just last week, I had a client, he told me that she had been promoting her product for 1 week. And she came to me and she said, Alice, it's not working. 1 week is not enough data. 1 week is just a thought experiment. If you're building something, you need to give it a lot of room to breathe. I honestly believe that you need 30 days at least to see the patterns from your inputs and closer to 3 months in order to make informed decisions. This is a game of patience and consistency. And when we observe, we refine, we adjust, then we're on the path to success. A seed does not grow because you're just standing there staring at it. It grows because you're showing up to water it. And if you're thinking right now, Alice, I've been watering my business for months and it's still not working, I don't know what to do, stick with me. Make sure to keep watching this video to the end because I'm going to give you some answers that could really shed light on what's going on here. Now, here's something very important for you to know. Let's talk about this. One of the things that can get in your way of success is your mind's protective shortcut. Your mind hates uncertainty. We are now living in a world of instantness. So instant movies like Netflix, instant food, instant dating. Our brain is getting very used now to continuous dopamine hits throughout the day. And when effort doesn't immediately equal results, your brain wants relief from this. So what does it do? It offers a shortcut conclusion. It will say to you, nothing's working, we need to quit this. Not because that's true, but because stopping feels safer to your nervous system than not knowing the result of your action. And not knowing is highly uncomfortable for many of us. Think about it. As children, we are used to instant feedback. We want that praise, we want that recognition. You do a good job, you get a sticker. You do your homework, you get the result. But you and I know business doesn't work like that. Here, as entrepreneurs, our feedback is going to be delayed, and learning to stay present in that delay, that's a skill. So what are you thinking, feeling, and doing to stay present in this delay? Let me know the good, bad, and ugly in the comments because we are in this together. Now, another thing I've learned the hard way, tiny tweaks are the answer, not total abandonment. We can be so tempted to just completely burn our projects and ideas to the ground, like, oh, it didn't work, I'm gonna blow it up. But very rarely does everything need to change. If you are thinking of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, then stop. What if it's a packaging problem, not a product problem? Maybe it's about the audience that you're targeting. It's got nothing to do with your ability. It could be the actual structure of your offer, not the actual value of the thing. This is just one example. But if you're offering something that is always available, like people could have it whenever they wanted, any day, any week, any time, it doesn't create a lot of urgency. It doesn't create a lot of focus for people. But what if you created something for someone that was a journey over a number of weeks and it had a clear outcome? That creates momentum and commitment. And as an entrepreneur, you're standing in that power of refinement rather than abandoning your project completely. So get your thinking cap on. How can you make your product or service or business more enticing, more juicy, more results orientated, something that people can connect to and can see that they really need and that they need now. Now, this one is big. Likes are not your scoreboard. I have seen time and time again in my own business that likes do not equal profit. The people that actually buy from me, they rarely like my posts. They hardly comment. I don't see them engage publicly, but they're watching quietly and building trust in me privately. So if you are judging your business on likes and views alone, you're using the wrong measurement tool. Momentum usually shows up after consistency, not at the beginning of it. Now let's talk about something that a lot of people miss. There are many ways that you can promote your business these days. We've got YouTube, but hey, we've got LinkedIn, Substack, School, X. And I have found that different platforms reward you on different timelines. Right here, YouTube is a long game for me. I know that trust is compounding here, and I love that the videos that I'm creating are evergreen and they're still going to be shown years down the line. LinkedIn, however, for me personally, has been giving me immediate feedback from the get-go. I only started last week, but so far, good connections, good opportunities. It's just a different game. So how can you help your nervous system stay calm and grounded while you're building your long-term assets? The answer is to put your eggs in a couple of baskets at the same time. If you're only on a long game platform, your brain might think that nothing is happening, even when something is being built with strong foundations. So you're probably wondering, well, Alice, what platform should I be on? How can I build a long-term strategy while also getting some instant results elsewhere? That's a good question. And it really depends on your unique energy. In the map, I look at you as a person and how you are built to do business. Because the truth is that we are not meant to do business the same way. What works for me could be completely different to you. And in the map, I'll look at the people, platforms, and pursuits that are the best for you in terms of time, money, and energy, so that you can stop forcing strategies that are clearly draining you and start building a business that feels sustainable and self-led. If you feel stuck, discouraged, or unsure on what to focus on next, then the map is linked below. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. Let's talk about money pressure for a minute. At the time of this recording, I've been working on the failure flip for 6 months now. And there have been moments where I have wanted to run back to what has felt safe, to a regular, secure job. I could go back to working for someone else and choose instant, guaranteed income over long-term alignment. And I've done this in the past before. I've failed in my business before, but I know now that panic choices, they give short-term relief, but long-term stagnation. So this is why it's so important to build safety whilst you create your business. So if you are worried about money, is there a side job that you could do alongside your own thing? Are there savings that you can build up and tap into to support you whilst you rebuild? Right now, I currently do a side job in the evenings, and I also rent out the rooms in my house. And this really helps me stay stable whilst I'm rebuilding my business. It is interesting because I used to be so black and white in my thinking. I was like, if I am not a hypnotherapist full time, then I'm failing. If I'm just doing 50% here and 50% for someone else, I am not a success. But I now know that I don't need to suffer in order to succeed. Again, I'm playing the long game, and I'm very happy to be building, slowly but surely, with some extra support around me whilst I do. Now, let me tell you about the real difference maker. One of the biggest reasons that people quit in building their business is actually isolation. You may be surrounded by people who do not understand what you're doing right now. And if they're constantly questioning you or wondering if you're even going to make it, that can rub off on you. You need other entrepreneurs around you, people that remind you that uncertainty is a part of creation, and they can help you see options you can never see by just thinking by yourself, because there is always an answer. Remember, we don't have to burn this to the ground. It could just be a tiny tweak that you need to make. So who can you reach out to? Who can you connect with just to have a talk about what you're going through? You've got me here. You can say something in the comments or reach out personally, or get into your local community. Connect with other entrepreneurs online. There's so much out there for you. You do not have to do it alone. And another hack for you, actually, contacting other business people and building your business from their audience is a great way to start. Are there people who you could easily collaborate with right now, who have the same audience as you, but you can bring something fresh and exciting to their experience, to their toolbox? It's important in this day and age to prioritize cooperation, collaboration over competition. So let's work together. Let's see how we can build each other up, because there's a plenty of pie and there's a piece for all of us. So remember, nothing is working. It's just a phase. It's not a verdict. Be aware of the impatience trap. Just hang in there, because people quit too early and you are not going to be one of them. Watch out for your mind's protective shortcut. It's going to tell you that you just need to quit to feel safe, but it's lying. Number 4, usually tiny tweaks are the answer, not complete abandonment. Number 5, likes are not the scoreboard. Number 6, spread yourself out across maybe 2 platforms, because one may be a long game, the other one will give you quicker and instant results. Number 7, think about your money. It's okay to have a side business, a side hustle while you are focusing on your dreams. It does not mean that you're failed if you're doing 50-50. And last but not least, remember, collaboration is key. Who can you work with who has the same audience as you, but you're bringing different things to the table for each other? If this video helped you, please hit the like and subscribe button. Ooh, I just clicked my fingers. I hope you didn't hear that. And remember, you're not behind, you're not broken. You are just in the part that not a lot of people talk about. If you are rebuilding with intention and you are keeping your mind focused on your mission, perfect. Keep going, be consistent. This is exactly where you're meant to be. And up next, do you ever have that voice in your head that says, who am I even to do this? In my next video, I'm going to be talking about imposter syndrome, where it really comes from, and how to stop it letting you shrink when you should be embracing your next chapter boldly and confidently. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, dear changemaker, you have not failed, you've been forged.